All the way back to Gabriel. Well, in big matches, Mikel Arteta has often been cautious, often been steady and not taken any risks. Tried to get himself a goalless draw at Anfield, it backfired. Got himself a goalless draw against City a couple of years ago. It proved to be pivotal as the Blues pit them to the title on their own surface, on their own home territory. Are they going to be as cautious? Well, they've given the ball away. O'Reilly couldn't control it, and then Marino played it through to Gyökeres, and now Arsenal are coming forward down City's right side. There is a man over there, but Kuzanov's pace gets him to the ball first. He beats Calafiori to it right in front of the City fans, and the Blues can get it away through Kuzanov. And that is why, Michael Brown, he is such a good defender.
Yeah, really good start for Kuzanovs. He went across, Nico O'Reilly just couldn't get his touch. It bounced a bit awkwardly for him. They're overloading Nico O'Reilly inside him. Now he's got 2 for 1. Doesn't know whether to go inside of Marino, just pushing on, and Madueke, who he knows he's got to keep an eye on, looking for these diagonals. Here it comes, you see straight away that's an area.
It was, but O'Reilly came across, made the tackle, and it came off Madueke last. Goes out for a City throw on this near side, around about 25 metres from the right-hand corner flag. O'Reilly now City's left back, it would seem. Although I'm sure there will be a lot of changes in midweek. There will not be 4 similar lineups in a row as the Blues play Huddersfield Town in the Carabao Cup on Wednesday. City have a throw. O'Reilly with ball in hand just near the halfway line, right in front of Pep Guardiola. And he hurls it forward looking for Haaland, who tries to hold on to it but is crowded out. Timber emerges with it and plays it back to Rice, and Rice moves it over to the left-hand side, and Calafiori, who has seen off, I suppose you would say, Ben White, who's the defender who's missed out. Calafiori and Timber, the 2 fullbacks, White on the bench. But here comes Arsenal down City's right with Trossard. Kuzanov coming towards him, and he wins the duel again. Really good defending. I think the only thing I've not mentioned so far is today's referee, Stuart Atwell, by the way. And he last took charge of City in the FA Cup final. I don't need to go into any detail about that.
I seen his assessor, Ali, walking in, and I was like, hopefully he has a good game, you know, give him a little nudge. Try to encourage him in the right direction, usual things, but it's a great game, isn't it, this? This is what we wait for. Sunday afternoon, Premier League. 2 big giants of the game going head-to-head. The managers know each other so well, that little bit of a spice between some of the players, and start to become a good rivalry. That's what we want in football, and now it's time to come up and step up and see who can take those points. But it's an interesting start now. Arsenal just in build-up, moving it around. City just getting organised, creeping that line up. Erling Haaland just waiting for an opportunity. Foden being on form. Exciting, I think City could take it head on.
Yep, very exciting indeed. London is bathed in sunshine, but the Emirates' huge stands mean there's only a small section of the pitch that has sunshine on it. We're in the shadows at the moment on this near side with Madueke inside to Zubimendi, his first taste of a City-Arsenal game, of course. He and Rodri, international colleagues, of course, in the international break a couple of weeks ago. Timber has the ball, plays it backwards, and Arsenal just playing it amongst themselves at the back. Goes back to David Raya, just by the penalty spot, and there's no real pressure on him, so he takes his time. No 8-second rule when the ball's on the deck, so that isn't a concern for him. And in the end, he pops the ball out to the left-hand side to Trossard, who plays it back to the edge of the area again, and Raya will have another time with the ball. Helps it on to Saliba. Back it goes to David Raya once more, who's had as many touches as any outfield player so far in the opening 5.5 minutes. In the end, City win the ball back. O'Reilly tries to get the better of Timber, and it goes out for an Arsenal throw, level with the edge of the penalty area. Saliba back to Raya once more. Haaland comes towards him, not with any real intensity. And the ball is eased out to this near side to Timber. Timber crosses the halfway line, plays it into the gap for Gyökeres. Gyökeres into the penalty area, forced away from goal, and City win it well with Gvardiol. And then they clear it, but it'll go straight back to an Arsenal player in Saliba. Arsenal enjoying the early possession, as a home team should do. Zubimendi on the ball. In the middle third, Zubimendi goes backwards into the possession of Saliba. On to Declan Rice in the centre circle. Back to Saliba once more, and Arsenal just playing it from side to side. Calafiori on the halfway line. Back to Rice it goes, and Rice just helps it across to Saliba once more. It really is a cagey start to this game, as heavyweight clashes so often turn out to be. There's a little bit of a foot race, which Gvardiol won in the end and cleared it. Goes out for a throw on the halfway line. The Arsenal supporters responding to some dramatic waving of the arms from Gabriel to get the noise level up. Not one of the noisiest stadiums in the Premier League, truth be told. I've been here many times, it's been pretty silent, but not on big days like this. City trying to win it back with Rodri, and in the end they do, and Bernardo Silva helps it on to Gvardiol. Gvardiol gives Donnarumma his first touch of the ball, and Donnarumma helps it on to Rodri on the edge of the area, and now Diaz. And back it goes to Donnarumma again. Donnarumma just pops it out to this near side to O'Reilly, who can't reach it, and it goes out for a throw midway inside the City half. Arsenal 0, City 0, the 8th minute. Throw goes back to Saliba, and further across to Gabriel. Gabriel crosses the halfway line with a pass out to Trossard. Calafiori makes the run down the left side. Across comes Diaz. Calafiori plays it in straight to Reinders, and then Zubimendi intervenes, and then City win it back with Foden. It's all a bit scrappy. Haaland with a lovely layoff to Reinders, and City can attack here for the first time. Haaland's bursting away. Reinders has got to the edge of the area. Haaland's in the clear, and City have scored. That is a magnificent goal. You trace that back to the Blues winning it in their own half, and then a little poke through to Reinders. Reinders just took it into Arsenal territory, got to the final third, helped it into Haaland, and Haaland did the rest. An absolutely wonderful goal. Haaland once again on target against Arsenal. It's his 5th goal against them, and the Blues lead 1-0.
Well, Erling Haaland starts it in the middle of the pitch. You just watch his reaction. He sets it off with a great run from Reinders. But what he does so well, he doesn't wait. He knows when to open up those legs. The support of a 3v2, the ground he makes up, he leaves everybody else. Doku was one little sort of diversion. But Reinders takes inside, he's waiting for his opportunity, he's committed. But you just see Saliba doesn't know which way to go, and once it goes into Erling Haaland, he takes that touch, opens up the body, and that's when he's at his best. Just slots it past Raya. It's a great counter-attacking goal, and the big man does it again.
The big man, who people have rather ridiculously said has had his worst start to a season in terms of the number of goals scored by this stage. Well, it might be because his previous numbers have been off the charts. Just his 7th goal of the season, and we're only on, week 5. So City lead 1-0.
You see though, Ali, Reinders just the delay. He was waiting, he was looking to each side, really, really good quality midfield play, but the run makes it because of the power of it, and then the timing of the pass, the pair of them really, really good.
I'll tell you what was fascinating, one of the replays showed Gabriel, he was left for absolute dead.
Yeah.
He couldn't get anywhere near Haaland, ended up shouting at his colleagues. Yeah, absolutely.
The tempo and the right time to do it. And that's the difference at the top level. They know when to go full out, and he sniffed it quicker than anybody else.
Absolutely brilliant from Haaland at the start of it and at the end of it, and a lovely ball in the middle of it by Reinders. So City lead with the game's first attack, really. Arsenal had lots of possession, moved it from side to side, lost out in central midfield. Haaland played a part early doors, helped on by Reinders, and then burst away from Gabriel, who was almost like he was chasing, well, it was literally his shadow on that sunny side of the pitch. And Haaland did the rest, and the Blues are 1-up here at the Emirates Stadium. Absolutely brilliant start. Wow, that's a bizarre back pass from Calafiori. I don't know what he was expecting Raya to do. All he could do, Raya, was smash it out of play, and City have a throw deep in Arsenal territory.
Yeah, very strange. City now in no rush. Those City fans are enjoying that the moment that went in, because, let's be honest, you asked me the question, were Arsenal favourites? There was a little bit of a fear that it's going to be a tough afternoon. It's still going to be that, but it's a good way to answer, a good way to start. You'll take it.
Absolutely. Arsenal trying to play out with Timber, and he misses the ball. And just at the moment, Arsenal are looking ragged. No question about it. They've been rattled by that start from City. O'Reilly has a throw just near the edge of the Arsenal penalty area. Mikel Arteta at the edge of his technical area is just trying to calm everybody down. Madueke has it in the right back position, and he just has to thump it anywhere up towards Gyökeres, but Gvardiol picks it up on towards Reinders. Foden battling, gets to the ball, lays it back. Reinders, lovely little poke through, but just beyond Foden. Cleared by Saliba. City win it again through Gvardiol. Now Doku in the left wing position. Back he goes to Rodri, and then Foden. On goes City through the middle third at the moment, into the possession of Diaz in the shadows. Back it goes to Gvardiol in the centre circle. City 1, Arsenal 0. Goal in the 9th minute, beautifully worked. Haaland started it and finished it with Reinders in the middle. Ball on the right side with Kuzanov. Kuzanov plays it back towards the halfway line to Diaz. Diaz into the possession of Bernardo Silva. And now Kuzanov.
Just look at the two fullbacks now, Ali. That Nico O'Reilly stepping in but high, and Kuzanov all the way up. I never felt like both would take that risk in this game. That was the sort of thing Pep was going to be considering, whether he'd stay really defensive lined or whether he'd keep everybody behind the ball. But he said, no, you know what, even at 1-0 now, we will send them forward. We'll leave Josko Gvardiol and Ruben Diaz to mop that up.
Yeah, certainly a feature of the opening few minutes here. Fullbacks pushing high for the Blues. Bernardo Silva up the line, and there is Kuzanov in a right wing position. He was stopped in his tracks, however, and then he's gone down holding his ankle. You can hear the yelp, you probably did. He's rolling around in agony. He's still down. City are playing on for the moment. Kuzanov is howling in agony on the far side, and Doku's allowed it to drift out, and Arsenal have allowed it to go out of play on this near side. Kuzanov tried to get away from Gabriel. Oh, I think he's just gone on his ankle, hasn't he? Or is it that, or a tread on the foot?
Stood on the top as well, yeah. Step on the top of him. There was one little sort of kick before it, maybe knocked him off balance, but here we get another look at the goal. He just flicks it inside, and the ground that Erling Haaland goes. It's a difficult one, isn't it, for Saliba, because of the quality of the run, the delay of the midfielder. He's scanning all the way, left and right. Brilliant awareness as you get a really good look at it. Outside of his foot, just lays in Erling Haaland, and it's a great finish. Wonderful start now. Arsenal all around Mikel Arteta. And the coaching staff trying to find a solution. He'll be saying, come on, we've got to improve. City seem quite relaxed, all just having a little chat amongst themselves while we wait for this injury. Let's hope he's okay. Nunez is warming up.
Yeah, it didn't look like it was anything sinister, but it certainly hasn't lessened the pain for the young fella. And the magic spray's going onto his foot. Arsenal fans are booing him. It's a little harsh. He wasn't trying to get anybody booked or sent off. He just had the weight of a player's foot on his foot by the look of it. And he's going to try and soldier on. The ball will eventually be a City throw. On monitor at the moment, John Stones. He's back in the City squad today, but on the bench, of course. On a watching brief. City still have Kovacic and Marmoush, Cherki Ait Nouri on the injured list. Good to see John Stones among the City lineup, or at least on the bench. Arsenal will give the ball back to City, and they thump it all the way to Donnarumma inside the City penalty area. So City lead by 1-0. Kuzanov waiting for the signal to be allowed back on. Donnarumma has the ball in his hands, and he'll probably just launch it into Arsenal territory, which he does. The Arsenal fans suggesting that Donnarumma took more than the 8 permitted seconds, and now they have it in central midfield. Foden trying to win the ball off Rice. Rice scampers forward, plays it across to Calafiori in the left wing position. Back it goes to Declan Rice, getting to the edge of the final third. Rice pops a ball to this near side to Madueke. Madueke takes it down, O'Reilly's in front of him. Backwards it goes into the possession of Timber. Timber tries to drive at City, getting to the byline, and he wins a corner. And we all know that one of Arsenal's most deadly weapons is their set pieces, and particularly from corners.
This is it now, just getting a little look at the set pieces, how they're going to play it, what's going to be next. Madueke, he's got the ball, but I don't think it's going to be him. They're all into different positions. You know, now we've got the stature of Donnarumma, who can really dominate that area. Erling Haaland, Ruben Diaz are the main threats of any ball coming in. They're looking to get first contact. Arsenal all around the back post.
Madueke with the signals. The Arsenal players have now thrown themselves into the near post area, and the cross was cleared by O'Reilly, picked up by Madueke. Madueke makes a little angle to cross the ball, and then passed up the opportunity, but he's won another corner, has he? No, he's not. Foden's cleared it and put it out for a throw on this near side, right in front of Pep Guardiola. So 18 minutes gone here at the Emirates. Arsenal 0, City 1. The only attack of the match, really, and City have scored with it. Reinders and Haaland combining for a very sweetly taken goal. Ball is in the possession of the Arsenal centre-half, Saliba. Hits it long, straight to Donnarumma, and Donnarumma chests it down so that his 8 seconds won't start immediately. Now he has picked it up with Gyökeres just in front of him. Donnarumma waiting to get rid of it. Drops it to the floor, so there's no way he can be penalised. Threads it through to Doku. Doku now charging down the middle, gets away from Marino, helps it on to Kuzanov, back inside to Rodri. Rodri helps it on to Foden. Foden can't quite hold on to it, but manages to elude Trossard, and then Trossard dispossesses Kuzanov, and that will be a City throw midway inside the Arsenal half.
Donnarumma did well, didn't he? Do you know, he was waiting on the count. I thought he was going to just kick it long. He said about how he's going to start build-ups, etc. But he was cool, put the ball down, found a nice pass, and Doku was off.
Yep, and Doku's off again, actually, trying to get to a long ball, and he kept it in play, and then it hit Timber. Timber cleared it, and now Saliba will get it away. Up it goes to Marino. Marino on the edge of his final defensive third, loses it. Haaland's onto it. City with an opportunity here. Bernardo Silva and Reinders. Oh, it was too close to David Raya. It was a chance. It was the second attempt on target in the match, and it stays at 1-0 because Raya made the save. Now Timber can drive forward for Arsenal, and City are going to have to make some good recovery runs. Down the right side it goes with Madueke. O'Reilly in front of it. Takes on O'Reilly, Madueke, puts in a low ball which is easily picked off by Rodri, and now it can be cleared by Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva up towards Doku. The ball breaks for Bernardo Silva kindly, and he looks up and sees the options available. Plays it to Doku on the halfway line. Now Rodri pumps it out to this far side, and Diaz. 21st minute at the Emirates. City lead 1-0, scored by Erling Haaland. His 5th goal against Arsenal, his 7th of the season, his 6th in the Premier League. City have just gone long with the pass, but too near to Raya.
That was a test, wasn't it, for Nico O'Reilly? Madueke pushed him to the byline, and he thought he was safe. He thought he'd done his job, which he had. It just shows you Madueke still manages to get the ball across. Rodri, good position, near post. And you're never done, are you, when you've got pace and you can still make it. So good test, cushion off early on. these were the areas I highlighted. City are going to need good performances from the full-backs, that's for certain. They've both started very, very well.
Yeah, full-backs 21 and 20 years old respectively.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Now the ball down the middle. Gyökeres has got pace, but so too, well, dare I even say it, it was Kuzanov. Came across.
Brilliant.
Ball comes forward again. Gyökeres.
Brilliant area, Ali, wasn't it? Brilliant area.
Yeah. Reinders helps it forward. Doku in a tight space, and it goes out for a throw on the near side. Brilliant from Kuzanov earlier to stop Gyökeres. Arsenal 0, City 1. Ball up, and City will win it with O'Reilly, and the flag's gone up for offside. Free kick to City. Gyökeres had gone down too far.
What a game so far.
Yeah.
End to end now. The duels, a bit of spice. We've seen Erling Haaland leave Gabriel. We're in tight with him. He's not the goalkeeper. The fans are getting agitated. There was showboating here last year, Ali. These supporters and the players. Sometimes, you see, after that, it did go and bite them. They didn't go on and win the title as they thought they might have.
Absolutely. City have a throw midway inside the Arsenal half. Mikel Arteta applauds as Gabriel thumps the ball straight out of play. O'Reilly has the ball in his hands. Throws it towards Doku, cleared by Madueke, picked up by O'Reilly. On it goes to Doku. And the referee's given a foul against O'Reilly, which leaves me a little puzzled. To be honest, the Arsenal fans have really been at Stuart Atwell, trying to get him to make decisions, and that is what home advantage is all about. 50,000 voices all trying to put the referee under pressure, and he gave them a free kick rather generously. Big test for any referee, these kind of clashes. Long ball forward, up towards the edge of the City area, headed away by Rodri, up towards Doku, and then it breaks for Haaland. He nips it through to Reinders. Reinders driving forward, gets the better of Timber, but the tackle on Timber was good. Reinders has stayed down actually, and he's holding his left ankle.
Why does he not give a free kick? How does he not give a free kick?
Well, it's one of those situations.
Arsenal fans are saying, why are they kicking the ball out? Why are they stopping play? Carry on. But we get another look. There's a lovely little touch from Haaland as he gets away, doesn't he, from Timber? He tries to check back. A little bit of contact on the back of him. And what do you think? He does catch him.
Yeah, he does.
It's a foul, is it not?
It is a foul.
It's a simple foul.
Yeah,
Easy
it is a foul. Yeah, it is a foul.
Poor decision from the referee.
Well, it's Stuart Atwell's first Premier League game in charge of City since the Old Trafford derby of January 23. As I say, he did take charge of the FA Cup final, and of course we had that controversy with Henderson. Not that that was necessarily his doing, but VAR didn't feel that Henderson deserved a red card. City have the ball with Rodri, poked on to Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva's ball in towards Reinders is cleared, only as far as Foden. Foden loses it to Calafiori. On it goes to Trossard, good footing by Kuzanov, picked up by Bernardo Silva. Foden goes backpedaling, but Rice will pick it up for Arsenal. Helps it on to Saliba. Saliba on the edge of the Arsenal penalty area, guides it back to Rice on the edge of the D. Rice coming forward through the middle, helps it out wide, brings in the opportunity for Calafiori, who will take on Kuzanov down the left side. Ball into the box to Gyökeres, laid off to Trossard. Trossard trying to get the better down the right side. The cross comes in, takes a deflection, and it's Arsenal's second corner. The 26th minute here at the Emirates. Arsenal 0, City 1. Haaland's goal in the 9th minute, after some brilliant work by Reinders in the build-up. City defended the first corner successfully. Declan Rice right in front of the City fans on that far side of the ground.
Look at the four lining up right round the back. waiting to come forward. Saliba, we've got Timber, Calafiori, Gyökeres.
Delivery comes in, and Donnarumma does what Donnarumma does, punching it away out of harm's way. Picked up on this near side by Gyökeres, and that comes off Doku and goes out for a third City corner. Third Arsenal corner, I beg your pardon.
Yeah, look at that contact. Donnarumma doesn't start taking chances. He punches it aggressively away. Another set piece now for Arsenal. It's a good quality delivery. Madueke's turn now.
So their third corner, their second in quick succession. In swinger from Madueke, lots of movement at the near post, headed away well though by Rodri. Foden will just thump it into the air just to take the pressure off the back four. A couple of City players, including O'Reilly, tries to win it. Mourinho with a little shove gets to it. Madueke's kept it in play, and City tried to win it back. Madueke's got it. He's going at O'Reilly. He's getting to the byline. He puts in a low cross, and City managed to clear it on the edge of the area through Bernardo Silva, and it goes out for a throw on this near side. 28th minute at the Emirates. Arsenal 0, City 1. Madueke against O'Reilly's looking a pivotal clash.
Yeah, big clash. As again, like the last time, you think he's heading away, but Madueke swings it back. Bernardo Silva is important as a midfielder. You keep running right into the box, but now we have Declan Rice. He's looking to launch one in, a big long throw. Steps forward now towards the line, having a little look. See where he's going to go. Lots of movement.
Yeah, in comes the long throw, and it will be headed away by O'Reilly, and then Foden does the sensible thing and hits it into no man's land. David Raya right by the centre circle, hits a long diagonal ball forward. O'Reilly jumps for it, but it goes over him, and it will be a City throw on this near side in the left back position. And City have taken their 9th minute lead into the 29th minute of the contest, or they will do in a matter of seconds. Mikel Arteta with plenty to ponder. But look at the bench he's got. I tell you what, Arsenal have spent a lot of money, and you can see it in the quality they've got on the bench. Millions of pounds spent in the summer, and the players that he has up his sleeve to change the game, frightening. The likes of Martinelli and Saka, Bereze Eche, just to name but three. Arsenal have the ball with Declan Rice in central midfield, looking for a long diagonal ball up towards Madueke, and that's gone out of play for a City try.
What about Madueke's touch there over his head? It did go out of play, but he could be a good player for Arsenal. He's got everything. O'Reilly, big challenge for him in a defensive setup. The referee's telling him to hurry up. I mean, I think it's really petty. The Arsenal fans are right up for this. They're really edgy, really aggressive.
Well, it's home advantage, as I said before. It's all part of taking advantage of being in front of your own supporters, putting pressure on the referee, putting pressure on the officials, trying to force decisions. O'Reilly with a throw up towards Haaland, and Timber just helps it out for a City throw near the halfway line. City, first things first, can you take your lead into half-time? You've got 16 minutes to try and do so. O'Reilly with a throw, doesn't have much movement, looking for someone to throw it to, up towards Haaland. A little shove from Haaland, and a free kick to Arsenal about 10 metres inside the Arsenal half. Timber plays it backwards to Saliba, back after injury. Rice back to Saliba. Saliba on to Gabriel. Gabriel back to Saliba again. Deep inside their own final third, Arsenal. Plenty of possession in and around their own final third. Arsenal trying to just pick the moment to beat City. Ball goes back to David Raya this time. No one's coming to meet David Raya. Still holds on to it, the Arsenal goalkeeper. And then he taps it to Gabriel, who just looks up for the options in front of him, plays it into Trossard, who actually come back deep. Trossard, a couple of step overs, then plays it into the possession of Saliba, onto Timber, and now Arsenal getting towards the halfway line, but they're not quite there yet. Rice wants it, goes to Zubimendi instead. Now they're in City territory, and now they're back in their own half again with Zubimendi. Zubimendi looking to his left, pops a little curling ball out. Foden comes to meet Calafiori, and it comes off Foden, and it will be an Arsenal throw. Just in front of the City fans on that far side. Calafiori. What's he got there? A towel? Has he got a towel that he's managed to find? Yes, he has. He's got a towel just near the ball. So he's dried the ball off, and doubtlessly he's going to throw it straight into the City penalty area. So in comes the throw. Little push and shove. Ball managed to get cleared by City, but only as far as Rice. Pops in a bending cross, and Madueke, I think, was trying to head it into the far corner.
They're asking for something. They're asking for something for a push on Haaland, aren't they? And Gabriel stayed down. He's lost a boot. There's a little bit of needle between them. You can see it all the way round. It's still Calderon. He's just trying to fall down. I mean, trying to engineer something. Nothing in it whatsoever.
No, there's nothing in that. VAR aren't going to get bothered with that one.
But they're trying, aren't they?
Yeah,
trying
absolutely.
To create something.
Yeah, don't blame them.
Haaland, they're trying to see if there's a nibble.
Don't blame them at all. It's all part of winning heavyweight clashes. Look for any little advantage you can. Donnarumma thumps it long up towards Haaland, headed away by Calafiori, and then prodded with the outside of his boot by Zubimendi. Backward header, which Diaz clears up into the stand. No, it's actually stayed in on the far side. It's just looped into the air. Diaz clears it again, and this time it does go out for a throw. Calafiori has the ball in his hands, ready to take the throw just near the halfway line. Throws it to Zubimendi, helped on down the line. Diaz will hook it over his shoulder, and Bernardo Silva chests it down, and Foden thumps it forward. Headed away by Gabriel, picked up by Rice. Back it goes to the Arsenal captain, and he plays it all the way back to the goalkeeper David Raya. Onto the edge of the area, and Saliba. Saliba just inching forward, plays it inside and finds Zubimendi. Zubimendi, a lovely ball inside to Trossard, who plays a diagonal up towards Timber. Timber attacking down the right, Doku goes with it. Timber plays it out wide into the possession of Madueke. Madueke back inside to Merino. Merino plays it inside further to the centre-half and captain Gabriel, who shaped to shoot, played it back to Rice instead. Now Zubimendi, and now Merino, and now Zubimendi. Arsenal going backwards at the moment. Rice, Zubimendi in the middle third. Arsenal back into their own half with Saliba, and it goes to Gabriel. It's a very different Manchester City performance, this one. Dropping deep and saying to Arsenal, break us down if you can. The ball is in Arsenal possession down the left with Calafiori. No, it's Trossard, in fact, who picks it up. Goes back inside to Rice. Rice on to Merino. Merino followed by Haaland. Goes back to Rice again. Rice looking up. Back it goes to Saliba. Saliba finds Gabriel. All in the middle third at the moment. Little dab on to Calafiori, followed by Foden. Back it goes to Rice. Back to the halfway line, and Saliba. And Timber picks it up. And now Saliba again. Back inside their own half, Arsenal, with Rice. Rice pokes it through to Zubimendi. On it goes to Calafiori. Backwards into their own half, and Gabriel. Gabriel across to the other centre-half, Saliba. On it goes to Rice. Rice back to Saliba. Saliba poking it through. It's still inside their own.
Getting bodies into the penalty.
Lots of possession, but no progress yet. And then a challenge by Bernardo Silva, which forced an error. And then it breaks again for Gabriel. And Gabriel, he's caught then by Bernardo Silva. And the referee's booked it. He's booked Bernardo Silva for the challenge on Gabriel. First yellow card of the game.
Yeah, Bernardo involved. He's not happy, but... that's as he comes over again, and he's got another look. He goes round him, wraps him. Yeah, you're not going to get away with that, are you? I thought he hadn't really caught him, but when I see it again, when he wraps his foot round, very late challenge, and it's an easy one for the referee. But didn't need to do it. It's easy saying that. He's just trying to be committed. Declan Rice just gives him a little tap to say, calm down a touch. But this type of game creates these problems and these little challenges. It's not going to stop.
It's 10 minutes to half-time. City still in front through the early goal by Haaland, as David Raya thumps the free kick deep into City territory. Up goes O'Reilly, heads it away. Timber then heads it out of play for a City throw. Did City's defensive work for them. Can City get to half-time with their lead intact? That will be stage one. Ball in O'Reilly's right hand, ready to take the throw. Throws it short to Rodri, pops it forward O'Reilly up towards Haaland, picked up though by Gabriel, into the possession of Rice. Rice, with Bernardo Silva now on a yellow card, has to be careful with the method of his challenges, as Casemiro found to his frustration yesterday in the game against Chelsea. Ball is with Merino. Merino goes back to Timber. Timber back to Saliba. Saliba still inside his own half. Plays it to Gabriel, and now Rice. And they're still in their own half, Arsenal. A lot of possession, but I would have thought most of it had been in their own half. The ball is still in their own half. Saliba and Gabriel, and on it goes to Zubimendi, into the gap, and Kuznetsov will win the foot race. And he'll guide it back to Donnarumma, and Donnarumma gets it away in the nick of time in front of Gyökeres. And then Kuznetsov, and then Bernardo Silva tries to draw a challenge. Cleared by Kuznetsov, puts his boot through it, up towards Haaland, jostling with Saliba, breaks for Doku. Doku now can sprint forward. There's a man over on the far. Doku now can go into the box. In goes Doku, looking for the right pass. Maybe he'll shoot. No, he still goes Doku. Doku's mazy dribble, and then Rodri. It was brilliant from Doku. He knew that if Arsenal caught him, it was a penalty, and the Arsenal players were just a little nervous about making the challenge. In the end, he laid it back, and Rodri put it over.
Yeah, good battle, Haaland and Saliba, and then Rodri, million step overs as he gets the ball on the edge from Doku, and he's disappointed with that, and rightly so. It's poor effort, isn't it, over the bar, but a good counter.
It was a good
necessarily
counter.
One for the left footer as Koshinoff just misses it.
And that one in the arms of Donnarumma, the feet actually. Now he picks it up. So we're in the 39th minute here at the Emirates. So far so good, but a long, long way to go. City lead 1-0. The ball's with Donnarumma. Looks up, pops a ball up towards Haaland. Haaland, that's right through the back of it. Gabriel has gone right through the back of Haaland.
It's a great battle. It's a great battle, is it? Nothing that Erling with a thumbs up just says, OK. It wasn't the most malicious, but he's just coming tight, aggressive as Haaland just falls down, but it's developed into a good one. Bernardo just pulls him up and says, stay cool. Just relax, don't retaliate. City in no rush now. Teta in our picture, wondering how can he find a solution, how can he break this? It's in the balance, it's a great first half so far. City in control.
And we have the ball. Played it too long though, and it will end with David Raya. And bowls it out to the edge of the area to Saliba. Saliba goes to Rice. Back it goes again to David Raya. Helped on again to Saliba. Saliba into Zubimendi, and now Rice, and Arsenal can come forward, and they're doing it with purpose. And City are backpedaling here. Ball goes on to Madueke. Madueke in the right wing position. Back it goes to Merino. Merino on that left foot helps it on to Calafiori on the edge of the penalty area. Arsenal here. Calafiori, nice ball down the line, little clip over and headed away by Guardiola. And Madueke, good tackle. It was Doku just put his foot through it, and it gets prodded out for an Arsenal corner.
Yeah, good work. The overlap was there. It was difficult. He just hangs the ball up, back post. See everybody desperately trying to clear the ball away. As Madueke tries to swing, Doku does well and pokes it to try and say it's going to be a goal kick. The City players, but deep down they know they're never going to get it. Now the set piece. The first half starts to tick away. We've had a few. Got to be ready. That front post zone. Nico O'Reilly can't let it go past him. Rodri is his little one behind. And then it's the runners that come all around that 6-yard box when the ball comes in with pace.
And it's corner number 4 for Arsenal. Whipped in by Rice. Punched away again by Donnarumma. And headed woefully wide by Saliba. Well, that's what Donnarumma does. He makes the ball his.
He's huge, isn't he? He's huge. There's a few bodies around him. He doesn't really catch it as well as he would have liked. He sort of punches around, but when you see Calafiori into his face, jumping in, Gabriel thinking, right, here we go. And it just bobs around, tries to head it in, but couldn't get any direction. Arsenal fans now, towards the end of this first half, are asking the referee, Stuart Atwell, to speed it up. They're going crazy, but I don't think you're going to affect Donnarumma. He'll take it when he's ready.
And he does, and Haaland glances it on and then helps it on towards Dokken. And the ball goes out of play for an Arsenal throw on this near side. Arsenal 0, City 1. A goal from Haaland in the 9th minute. City have had a couple of other efforts as well. Arsenal have had a lot of set pieces, but so far City have defended them. Timber with the throw. Hooked away by Zubimendi. Gyökeres, Marina hit the back of Gvardiol. Bernardo Silva loses out. Calafiori picks it up. Zubimendi. Now it's into the possession of Timber down the right. Timber taking on Reinders. Cross comes in. Good one, actually. Kuzanov got a foot on it. Trossard picks it up in the left wing position. On to Calafiori. And now Rice. And now Trossard trying to take on Foden. Low ball. Diaz got to it. Hooked away by Foden. Gyökeres tries to make it his. It's cleared by Rodri, then by Bernardo. Hooked in towards the area. Kuzanov heads it away. Giving chase, Kuzanov. Gets to the ball. And the referee's now stopped the play, I think, for an offside. So City will have a free kick anyway. And Diaz applauds his colleagues around him.
I think it was the unit there. Do you know, you watch everyone, Ali? It wasn't just one or two. It wasn't defending. It was the whole team in the right position, defensively sound, waiting for the next ball to come across. It was a great ball initially down the right-hand side from Timber. Then everybody back. Good bodies, made it narrow, made it hard to beat. No pathway. Really good. Collective. Now just trying to see out this first half. There's still a bit to go. A real positive now if you can get in the dressing room.
Haaland glances it on, headed forward by Bernardo Silva. Haaland cushions it, Rodri heads it. A little bit of head tennis. In the end, it's now on the deck with Rice. And Rice wants the return, and on it goes to Marino. And now it's on to Madueke. Madueke on the edge of the City penalty area, looking to make an angle. Good tackle by O'Reilly. Picked up, though, by Zubimendi. On to Timber, into Madueke. Madueke, ooh, that was a dangerous challenge. And in the end, it's pushed away brilliantly by Donnarumma. And then Calafiori volleys it over the top of the crossbar. Just for a minute, I was a little concerned about O'Reilly's sliding challenge. A little tap on Madueke's ankle, and he'd been down for a penalty.
Yeah, he would, but for me, as he drives the line, he's unlucky, really. He's overloaded. It's off his back shoulder. He just doesn't see the space. But what he makes sure, right, is the ball doesn't go across the danger zone. So I don't mind that. I know what you're saying is if he catches him, but what he does is slides inside the pass. He's stopping that line. Then he's had time to recover. His teammates do as well. Then everybody back to defend it. You have to take a chance there, and he didn't well.
Yeah, he did. He did. Maybe it's just the long-time City fan in me that got me slightly concerned. The ball is in the possession of Timber. Timber can make his way to the halfway line. Back inside it goes to Saliba. Saliba helping it on to Gabriel. We're just about to see how much added time there's going to be at the end of the first half. Long diagonal ball out to Madueke again. Madueke attacking down the right. Comes back inside. Little ball outside. Nice flick from him. Brings in Timber. Timber in the right wing position. On it goes to Marino. Marino to Madueke. Madueke tries to get to the line. And does he hit the outside of the post? I think he did. City smuggle it out. Maybe there was a piece of it from Donnarumma as well. Either way, it stayed out. And it's gone for a corner.
Great save. Really good. Madueke again pushes. He finds little spaces. Donnarumma just gets that left hand out. Another glance. Strong save. down into the path, and Madueke almost gets the return. City just need to hang on here under pressure.
Absolutely. We're in the first of 4 added minutes. In-swinging corners on its way. City managed to get it clear. Back it goes to Madueke again. Madueke looking to get a cross in. O'Reilly's in front of it. Back it goes. And Zubimendi to the far side. And it will go out for a City throw. Gabriel tried to keep it in. Oh, he did. He succeeded. The flag stayed down. Now Rice has it. Second of 4 added minutes. Zubimendi. Down the line it goes to Madueke. Madueke in the right wing position. He's been dangerous today, Madueke, but that's not a great ball. And Doku is in front of Timber. There's not enough pace on the ball, so Doku's going to have to get involved. And now it's a goal kick, City goal kick, for a good challenge by Foden on Madueke. It's been a very different City performance today. Leading by a 1-0. They've been stout and resilient defensively. They've allowed Arsenal a lot of possession, and so far it has been what you would call a different kind of City. A little bit of...
It's almost like 70% possession to Arsenal, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everything where the game is, but you know what? When you take the lead, it's a different outcome. There's many ways to win. Not exactly. Do you know when you see teams just sort of say, right, we're going to bank in and we're just going to wait? That's not been the case. It wasn't the defensive setup. Arsenal have pushed them back into that, but then City are coming out when they're ready and when they can.
Yeah, true enough. We're in the third of 4 added minutes. City lead by a 1-0. Bernardo Silva wins a throw just near the halfway line. Trossard, I think, got it right on the inside of the thigh. Oh, that was a bit silly from Trossard. Left Bernardo Silva in a lot of discomfort, and all of a sudden there are players crowding round the referee. Bernardo Silva certainly felt that. Well, I'm waiting to see a replay of it.
A little bit to deal with. Yeah, he's got a little bit to deal with here. Just giving himself some time to have a look. All the players surrounding the officials right at the end of the first half, and you know he's not sure, is he? I think he would have started making decisions now. Trossard just waits to see what his fate is.
Well, I don't think Stuart Atwell saw it. I mean, let's just be honest about it. I think he's waiting for information from others. I don't think he saw it. I don't think he's got any idea what happened. Is he going to produce a card? No, he's not.
Bernardo's saying he can't. Bernardo's saying, why is this happening? Why are you not dealing with it?
Let's have a look now. Here's the replay. Bernardo Silva hits it. It catches Trossard on the inner thigh. And then Bernardo Silva rolls it back into play. And then Trossard throws the ball into his midriff.
And if you see the referee's viewpoint, sort of Bernardo sort of starts it, throwing towards his head. He gets it back to him. Let's just get playing. It's took a long time, hasn't it? Let's just go. The referee should have done it earlier. Just broke it up and said, play, let's go. And
so at the end of all of that,
he can't be doing it. He could have said to both of them, couldn't he? Please don't do that. Don't be throwing balls at each other. That's the point of it. Yes, but Bernardo received a much harder one, but there you go. Let's play.
Yep, helped on by Haaland and thumped in the air by Saliba. Rodri tries to win it, but Arsenal have the ball, and now they can come forward, and the ball into the path of Madueke. Madueke takes on O'Reilly, and O'Reilly gets the better of him with some excellent defending, and then he nutmegs him just to complete the clearance. Brilliant from Nico O'Reilly. Now Haaland trying to muscle with Saliba. On it goes to Doku, and now it's out for a City throw. Arteta in a real hurry for City to take that throw. We're in the 6th added minute at the end of the first half. City have almost got their lead into half-time. City told to get a move on by Stuart Atwell. O'Reilly has the ball in his hands. Throws it up towards Haaland. Oh, did that even come in play? Well, yes, the signal is it did. So it's an Arsenal throw, deep inside their own half. Timber throws it forward. Marino gets onto it. Oh, good tackle, Rodri, really good. Bernardo Silva, little clip over the top to Doku. Doku in the left wing position. Doku, a perfect weight for Holland to hit the first time. It's got a little undercurrent of feistiness, just what we were expecting.